Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another video. Sorry, I'm running late. At the moment, I'm in the Izu Peninsula, which is right here on the map, and I'm running late. I got stuck in traffic, and it took me more than 4 hours to come to this location. And sunset is at 5:30, and it's already 5:15. So I'm really rushing to get to my shooting spot as soon as possible. I've never been to this particular location. I've been in Izu Peninsula multiple times shooting, but never to this particular location. And it's a sunset location, so I'm really looking forward to arrive there and see how everything looks, if I don't die first. It was supposed to be really sunny today, but there are some low clouds now, so I don't know if you're gonna get any light for sunset, but at least I can use this time to scout the location and maybe come back another time. こんにちは。ちょっと聞いていいですか？はい。洗顔門ってここじゃない？こっちじゃない、持ってきた。うわー。So it turns out I took the wrong road. I just climbed up a really steep slope, and then I found this really nice old lady, and she told me that I got the wrong road and I need to go back down and get another street that goes like inside the forest, and it's probably gonna take 30 minutes, so I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna make it in time. I guess I arrived too late. This is a good lesson to learn. Always arrive at least 2 hours earlier than when you want to shoot, which I usually do, but you cannot calculate all the traffic jams. Anyway, I'll try and go down and see if I can arrive in the shooting spot in time for the last light. Otherwise, I might be trying again tomorrow morning. Wish me luck again. Ooh. So, change of plans. Since I'm never gonna make it in time, I decided to go back where I parked my car, which is a really nice spot actually, which I already shot in the past. That's why I didn't want to shoot that again today, but I just don't have enough time to go where I want to go, so I'll go back to that place. There's two nice sea stacks, and on a clear day you can see Mount Fuji in the middle of those two rocks. Probably not today because it's quite cloudy and humid, but I think I could get at least one picture before it's too dark, and then the plan is to check for the place that I wanted to check when it's dark and go and shoot again tomorrow. Let's see how it goes. So dark, we didn't get any sunset. So. So I'm gonna try some more compositions, maybe with a telephoto, and then I guess I'll just consider today like a location scouting. Alright, it's getting dark, so I'll see you tomorrow morning. Right, good morning and welcome to this beautiful place. I'm trying to speak not too loud because there's someone actually camping there on the rocks, so I don't want to wake them up. It's like 4:30 in the morning. So yeah, I finally made it. This is the location that I had in mind since yesterday, and it's beautiful. You can see this beautiful sea stack here, which I believe the Japanese name is Sengamon. It's a pretty difficult place to find. I actually tried 3 or 4 times in the past to find this exact location, and I never found it. So thanks to the beautiful old lady yesterday, I finally made it, and I'm looking forward to shoot this today at sunrise, even if, as I mentioned yesterday, this is a sunset location actually. So yeah, the really good thing is you have to make a pretty harsh hike to come here. So apart from me and the guy sleeping in the tent, there's no one else, which is really good. And actually you don't see so many pictures from this location because the access is pretty difficult. Yeah, looking forward to it. Now I'm gonna walk around with my camera and trying to see if I can find a composition. And then when I find something that I like, I'm just gonna settle down with that with my tripod. Excited! Let's go! Right, so I think I find my first composition, and it's a pretty obvious one because the sea stack is so huge that it's not really so many things that you can do, especially if it's the first time you're on location here. So it's a fairly wide shot. I'm at 18 millimeters, which I don't usually shoot so much at. But it's the only way to get the whole sea stack in the frame. Yeah, I chose a slightly low perspective so I can put some of the water in the foreground and some of these rocks in the foreground and leave the main C-stack in the middle of the frame. We are starting to get some light in the sky at the moment, and that light is coming from behind, so it is starting just now to illuminate the top of the rock. So I might sit down a little bit, wait a little bit more until the sun is a little bit higher in the sky, so I can get more light on my main subject. And then I'm gonna try 3 or 4 different compositions. Maybe some slightly tighter one. Yeah, I thought it was easier to frame actually, but it's so huge then it's kind of difficult to find something interesting to do with it. Anyway, let's give it a try. Setting wise, at the moment I still didn't put any ND on, but I'm at f8 ISO 64. At the moment it's 1/8 of a second. I'm probably gonna put a 6-stop ND to smooth out the water, and I might also use a grad filter for the sky, even if this rock is so prominent that by using a GND I might get some vignetting, and I might get like just the top of the rock slightly darker than the rest of it, which I don't want to. So probably I'll just bracket a couple of shots and get one shot for the sky, one shot for the rock, and then possibly merge those together in Photoshop. Okay, let's try this thing and see how it looks. So this location turned out to be a little bit difficult to shoot. Definitely more difficult than I expected. I tried the simplest composition without anything in the foreground, but it doesn't have enough impact for me. So I'm trying a different angle now, a slightly lower angle, and I'm trying to put these rocks in the foreground. Now these rocks are really white, so they stand out pretty much in the frame. And the main C-stack is pretty dark, so I'm afraid in the final image maybe these rocks will be too bright, but maybe it's something I can fix in Photoshop. I don't want the viewer's eye to go too much to the foreground, but I think this composition has more punch than the one without any foreground, even if the one without foreground is more minimal. So yeah, I'm trying different things. I didn't imagine this would be so difficult actually, which is the reason why we should always go to the same place multiple times. The first time is never going to be your best one, or let's say it's rarely going to be your best one. Okay, let's keep going. Alright, the first location is done. I have mixed feelings. The light never happened, so that's not great. But actually I like this kind of subdued light more than strong light. But yeah, definitely this is not a sunrise location by any means. So I'm looking forward to come back. I think this place is gonna be really good for sunset and also for astrophotography, which I don't do so much, but I might, maybe in summer. And yeah, I'm walking on this really sketchy beach. It's all stones, really huge stones. So while I get back to the car, I'm gonna check some of the others, some of the other sea stacks. There might be some interesting ones, so I might take some pictures there as well. And then gonna move back to the car. I'm gonna have some breakfast, because it's always time for breakfast and coffee. So I ended up at this other side of the beach, and there's a lot of sea stacks, really nice ones. And of course, the one that I shot this morning is the most prominent one, which is on this side of the frame that you cannot see, but it is really big and maybe a little too big. So instead of focusing on that, I'm focusing on this sea stack here, which is still pretty big but not huge, and it has a nice amount of sea around it that I can use as negative space. The light is still subdued. It's now about 7 in the morning, 7:15 in the morning, so the sun is up already, but it's a little bit cloudy and hazy, which is perfect for this kind of photography. There's some nice clouds around the edge of this rock. Not really thick clouds, which I would prefer, but hopefully I can use a long exposure and a graduated ND filter to make a kind of vignette around the rock and make it look more interesting and put more focus on it. So yeah, definitely this place has potential, but I think I would need to come here many times before I found the perfect place that I like. I see there is another small rock down here. Maybe you can see just a little bit here. That one is really nice too. So maybe with a telephoto lens you can isolate that and make a really nice minimal composition. So yeah, I'm gonna stick around maybe for another hour or so and trying different small composition, not the most obvious ones, but probably the ones that I would like the most. Alright, see you later then. Right, so I'm heading back to the car. It was a really nice place. I ended up staying like more than 2 hours just to try different compositions and also just to enjoy the location, which is really important. So yeah, now I'm heading back to the car and looking forward to a nice coffee. And that's one of the biggest plus of doing landscape photography in Japan, is that wherever you go you can find a nice parking lot with a nice toilet and some vending machines where you can buy any types of coffee or any other drink that you might want to. So I'm gonna get back to the car, get some coffee, and then there is another place near here that I want to check out, but I think this video is going on for too long already, so I'm gonna finish it off here, and let's say we're gonna continue in the next video, and I'll bring you along to some other location here in Izu. So thanks again for watching. Remember, if you stick up to the end, thank you very much. and consider subscribing. It really helps the channel grow. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video, still from Izu. Bye.